I've just built a content repurposing pipeline that takes my long form YouTube videos, extracts the best moments from those videos, adds caption, smart zooms, removes all of the dead silences, and posts the final finished clips into 5 different platforms, fully automated with no editing, no uploading, no subscriptions needed in just 15 minutes. And to prove this isn't just another MVP, I'm going to be showcasing a live demo of me processing my latest video. You're going to get to see the full process from start to the end, and by the end of this video, you'll be able to go to my TikTok and Instagram and see the final product. Let's get started. So every content creator knows that they should be posting shorts. It is the best discovery mechanism for every platform. But the issue is the pipeline is very painful. You have to rewatch your long form video and find the best moments in that video that you want to convert into 3 to 4 different shorts. Then you have to go ahead and crop it into a vertical layout for short form. You might want to add captions and subtitles. You want to remove all of the dead air and silences, cut out all the different mistakes. And then you have to go ahead and export all of the different versions into the platforms. And this process can easily take 4 to 5 hours if you're doing 3 to 4 different shorts. And there have been some SaaS products that basically try to solve this issue. For example, like Opus Clips, Send Shorts, and Descript. So they're fine for simple cuts and edits, but they're very templatized. And your videos will just start to feel like every other creator out there. For example, I'm using OBS and I have different scenes. So I have the full view. I have sometimes the camera on the bottom right, sometimes the camera's on the bottom left. So all of these configurations need custom editing to be able to fit inside the vertical video, right? So you want to be able to have custom layouts. So because of the limited space in a short form, you want to be able to just zoom in into where I'm kind of talking about. So if I move my mouse to the custom layout section, it's going to move to that section in a short video so that we're able to focus in the main points of the screen. And that's why I've also included the cursor tracking feature. And this way we have full control of how our shorts look and we can customize every aspect of it. So this is why I've created this shorts pipeline and this is how it looks. So this shorts pipeline uses Claude and something called Remotion. So before I dive into how it works, a lot of people have made videos about Remotion and it's great for faceless videos or little 30-second animations. However, the real problem is we as creators have long form videos. We have the content. We don't need to generate the content. We need to repurpose our content in an automatic and intelligent way. And we set the quality bar ourselves. And this is why I built this system, because I had this pain point and I actually built something and it works. And this is why I'm sharing it with you guys, because I went through the process. I identified all of the different issues and I solved the whole thing. So this is how it works, right? We using Whisper for the transcription. So we have the long form video. We first transcribe it with word timestamps. So then we're able to pass it to Claude AI, which will extract 3 to 4 different shorts. We resolve the frames and then we do a cursor tracking, motion tracking to be able to zoom in to where the mouse is highlighting. We're able to then preview the output in Remotion. So Remotion Studio, you're able to run it locally. This is completely free, right? And then once we're happy, we render the video and we have a script that uses a library, the FFmpeg library, to remove all of the silences. And then we add it to my auto posting N8N workflow, which will automate the complete content posting schedule. And what makes this different is that you own the full pipeline and it costs us $0. So the only thing that we're paying for is Claude, and we're not even paying for the API cost, because the way I've used it is via Claude Code, which allows us to basically implement all of this from our monthly plan. So there's absolutely no extra ongoing cost here. So this is the system. And if we look at the social media flow, so the Google Sheet, and I'll show you what that looks like, will essentially take in all of the content from a CSV from the Google Calendar. And we basically use N8N as the orchestrator to go ahead and post to all of the different platforms, Instagram, TikTok, Shorts, LinkedIn, and Twitter. And we can even do it at different times. So you can set different times for each platform. And then also have notifications, which lets me know when a new video has been published. And this is kind of how it looks like. So you can see here, I've got my notifications. I'm able to click the button, go ahead and watch the video. If I'm happy with it, I can quickly tweak the cover or the caption if I don't like it. And I'm also able to catch it before it's even posted. If I go to the actual Google Sheets, I'm able to edit the captions from there as well. So I have full control of the whole system, and it isn't just for shorts. So when it comes to LinkedIn and Twitter, we don't actually use the vertical. I'm using the full horizontal, and this kind of has a different pipeline, but it all works in the same orchestration in N8N. And just before we dive into the demo, I want to showcase a quick ROI comparison. So if you're manually editing, this is going to take around 4 to 5 different hours. You have to do the manual upload. You have no cursor tracking, but you do have full control, which is a benefit, right? If you're using those SaaS platforms, there's a payment. So you have to pay $20 to $40 for the platforms, but the output is templated. There's no cursor tracking, no custom layouts, manual posting, and also limited extraction. And I haven't seen any for LinkedIn and X repurposing, which our pipeline does. The custom pipeline, it literally takes 15 minutes, 30 for the rendering. So the rendering takes around 15 minutes, but you have full control of the code, cursor tracking, custom layout. We auto post to the 5 platforms, AI extraction and hooks, and then smart captions. captions, zooms, and this honestly does give us 95% time reduction. So let's dive in and see it in action. So to get started, I have my Windsurf IDE here. You can use any IDE that you want, anti-gravity, VS Code, whatever you like. But essentially, we want to be using Claude Code. So here at the bottom is where I'm running Claude Code, and it's part of a bigger system called Agenix OS that I built, which is basically a operating system for my agency. So it's able to allow me to automate a bunch of things within a company, from looking at my ERP, client management, video production pipeline, which you're seeing right now, YouTube analytics, YouTube posting, transcripts. It's one system that controls all the different aspects of the business. And if you want to see a video on that, you can check out my latest video that I did on how to build this. And to get started with the source pipeline, I just have to add the video into the source videos here. So this is the raw full video that I posted on YouTube. I need you to go ahead and process the latest video, number 27. I already added it to the public source videos folder, and you may get started. So what this basically does, the first step is it will go ahead, find a video, it will transcribe it. And this is the foundation, because we're going to be basically doing word level transcriptions that we would then analyze, already given it the prompt. So it's able to read the transcript, analyze it, and then be able to extract the key moments from the full video and give us the segments for the shorts. So I'm going to give it a few minutes to go ahead and do the transcription. For that, we're using Whisper, which is a free model that we're running locally. So you can see it here, and I'm just going to let it go ahead and do that. So you can see that it finished doing the transcription, and then we'll add it to the subs folder here. You'll get the full transcript for every single word, which is very essential to be able to do precise cuts. And this is very important because shorts need to capture the attention of people instantly. So I have prompted it in a way that it's going to be able to extract the best possible segments from the full video. So now we'll go ahead and create the segments, and it will add it to these segments folder here. And you can see here we have also the scene type. So screen cam right is what we're looking at right now. My cam is on the bottom right. I also have screen cam left, which is going to be on the left side. There's split screen, and there's also full screen for the intro. So we're able to create a different layouts based on the scene type. All right, so we actually found 4 different segments for this video. So now it's doing the cursor tracking on each of those segments, which does the auto zoom effect. All right, so it finished doing the segments. It synced everything. It's fired up Remotion Studio, and this is the different sections that we're able to extract from the previous video. And then all we have to do is go to our local host, where we're able to see all of the different segments here and check, make sure everything looks good. Sometimes it might detect the wrong scene, so the formatting might look different. So for this first one, because it's in the intro and we're using a full cam video, that's a crazy mugshot, we just have to basically change that in a setting. So this is for the 3 interfaces, 1 brain. I go down here, 3 interfaces, 1 brain, scene type, I'm going to say intro, save this. So all I have to do is run this script, which will basically sync the updates to the remote studio. And you can see that here we have the different scenes set up for the intro, and it looks good to go. So I'm just going to go ahead and double check everything, make sure all of the videos are cut in the right way. And this usually takes about 5 to 10 minutes, and then I'll be back to do the next step. So I've just muted it. Here is where you can see the zoom feature in action. You can see that I'm currently highlighting this section, and then when I go to the left, it goes to the other section, and it keeps the viewers engaged and focused on what's actually important in the video. All right, so I just finished analyzing all of the videos. I think they're all good except the first one. So I'm just going to delete the first one and keep the 3 that I liked. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go ahead and tell it to render everything. All right, let's go. All right, so it's just finished rendering all of the 3 different videos. So we have shorts 1, 2, and 3 all completed. And then it went ahead and did the silence removal, which is very essential because even though it's very minimal, it removes just like 0.3 or 0.4 seconds from the video. It does really make a difference because it keeps the shorts nice and snappy. So all the videos are rendered and outputted inside of the out folder here. So we have the 3 different videos. And as you can see here, the rendering took around 12 minutes for all of the 3 videos. So the final thing is we need to upload and schedule. So what I'm going to have to do is upload these manually to Google Drive because I haven't added the tool to do so just yet. And then I just have to tell it to basically create the content schedule, which will populate the Google Sheets, and using the Google Sheets and the N8N workflow, it will automatically schedule and post everything for us. Right, so the videos are all uploaded to the clips folder in Google Google Drive. And I want you to go ahead and find the IDs of the files and create the rows in the Google Sheets for the content scheduling. So I'm going to go ahead and enter that. So this will actually go ahead and populate the content calendar here, where we keep track of the YouTube stuff, the IG stuff, and TikTok. This also allows me to actually check what the output would be. I might need to make a few tweaks to the captions, and this is the kind of process that I'd like to follow always. I don't like to automate everything fully, completely hands off, because there's always that human touch. You want to be able to have a human in the loop just to verify everything before it goes out to the public. So this is where I kind of tend to do this. All right, so it's appending the rows. So we can see here the new row for the video. This is the YouTube description with some hashtags. I usually tend to modify all of this, clean this up, and I'm still kind of fine tuning the prompt for the captions. But you can see this is where we're going to keep the status, and then once the video is posted, we're able to add the URLs into the Google Sheets. And the backend is N8N, and this is the workflow that basically orchestrates everything. Every hour we do a grab from the Google Sheets, and then if the time to schedule, so we have the scheduled date and time here, if the time has passed, this is where we're going to go ahead and basically use Upload Post is the platform that I'm using to basically automate the actual posting. And once it's successful, it will give me a notification into Slack, like I mentioned before. So the videos are populating. I'm going to go ahead, make sure it does the other two. And the last one.
Task completed successfully.
And as you can see, it automatically knows that, I'm going to be posting one video a day. So here you can see the dates. The next one's going to be on the 22nd because I have a backlog of videos. So this is row 14. I have a backlog of videos that I'm posting. The ones that I've just added will automatically append into that backlog. So the next one's going to be posted on the 22nd of March. So make sure you check out my Instagram and TikTok because you'll be able to see the final version of what we generated here. I'm not going to tweak everything. It's in the content pipeline. So it's just going to go ahead and post. And I would like you guys to go ahead, comment on those posts. Tell me that you've come from this video. That would be really nice. And if you have any feedback, let me know as well. I'm always learning. This is kind of the first draft of the system, but I have a lot of fine tuning to do with the prompts and the captions and the actual edits themselves. So going back to here, you can see everything has been added to the content calendar. This is the schedule for all of the different platforms. All the times are Dubai because I'm in Dubai, GMT +4. So it has the time zone as well. So this will automatically upload via upload post and everything is done. So you can see here, this took 2 minutes, rendering to 12 minutes. And then the initial stage was around 5 minutes. So all in all, it's 15 to 20 minutes. And that's everything that I have to do. So it saves a lot of time. And there you have it. This is the complete process from long form to fully automated shorts, scheduled and ready to be posted into all of the platforms in a matter of 20 minutes. So this is my new Instagram page. I just created it for followers and all these have been created and scheduled and posted using this exact pipeline. So I only have about 5 videos in there already in the past few days. So go ahead, check it out. Make sure you let me know that you've come from this video and I would appreciate it if you can drop a follow. And with that being said, the point that I want you to take from this video isn't about that I built a cool tool that automates and fires my editor. It's about building real system that actually solves real pain points and building something that you actually use for yourselves, not just to vibe code and say that you've done it. You actually use it yourself and improve it over time, because anything to do with AI is an iterative process. There's always going to be fine tunings. There's always going to be things that you want to do as a human. There's always going to be that human touch. The idea is that the system evolves over time and it's the kind of method and mindset that you need to have when building these systems. And like I mentioned, this is a sub module of a bigger Agenix OS system. And if you want to check a video on that, I'll leave a link in the top of the video. I hope you find this valuable. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and let me know what you guys think of the system down below. Until next time, take care.